my God. What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. What is going on? I freaking checked this wheel. I checked it. This is ridiculous. How could have the bearings been too tight? Throwing the whole wheel off. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Not what I need. Stranded in Washington. Okay guys, I'm on a mission to go get my lost wheel back in the construction zone. I don't know what's going on. This sucks. This fucking sucks. Okay, I'm back. One wheel in the trailer worked decent. It's a long ways to go though. The wheel was like a half a K back. There's the nut, which I might even have spare. Oh yeah, the threads are fucked on that nut on the inside. Right there, it's like welded itself off, all fuckered. Yeah. Ah, fuck. But the spindle looks okay. So if I gotta see if I have a spare nut. Just my luck. Just my luck. Fuck. All right, what is it? 6 o'clock, guys. Buddy's here to the rescue. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, we're on the side of the road. I'm missing a wheel, as we see everybody. The wheel flew off. It broke the spindle. Screwed. So, what's your name there, mister?
Chris. And yeah, AAA told me you had a flat tire.
Yeah, and you're on your way home, going that way,
yeah,
south.
I was going the opposite direction, and they're just like, oh, well, could you go out and
take a look?
Take a look.
Maybe fix a flat tire.
Yeah, fix a flat tire.
Not tow me back to Orville, because
yeah.
your day's over and you're not going that way. Plus, your deck's not long enough.
Yeah, my truck's not long enough.
16 foot is 18 foot with the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So BCAA, CAA, or AAA as another failure, guys. So I waited, you know, since 4 o'clock. I called them now 2 hours, and now what do I call them back and be like, your guy can't help me, and that's unfortunate. All right, yeah, because I explained to them, even like it's driver's side front. They want to know the front or the back. It's double axle. They ask you all these questions.
Yeah, they just told me.
And I'm like, I have all the parts. I'm not sure I can fix it though, because the spindle is wrecked. The hub, the wheel fell off. It's the whole wheel fell off.
So if you can get to Harbor Freight Nomad, just get one of their like $10 grinders. Bevel this all the way around, and then because you still have those threads
on the back of the area, yeah. Except for the bottom. Onto the bottom, they're missing at the back. Initially the threads, I fixed the front ones. Then as I reached the middle, I kept going on and off, on and off. And eventually I reached the middle, and I went to go back off, and it grabbed a piece of metal and stuck it in there. Yeah. And then I forward, back, and then I had to force it off, and that piece of metal then ground everything out on the way out. And it ruined the outside threads on the bottom here. If you were on the bottom, if you went underneath, you'd see.
So, and if that doesn't fix it, they do sell tap and dies.
Yeah. Oh, I know. If I had a tap and die that size. And then, I mean, a tap and die, even, I mean, obviously, it's also ground underneath where the bearing is here, and I'd have to, you know, where I put on the bearing and put on the new race or whatever it's called, and then take this one and change it, because I got all that too, but I might have to grind under here to get it to fit. Either way, I'd need a whole new spindle eventually. Yep. I thought if I could just get it on the road, but yeah, so maybe I'll be dragging it. Well, guys, I just want to say how disappointed I am with BCAA, CAA. I waited 2 hours for a tow truck that was never going to even have the option to tow me. He's on his way home that way, and he's just told that maybe I had a flat, he was told that I had a flat tire. Just a flat tire. And, there was never an option for him to freaking tow me. So they wasted 2 hours to send out somebody to come take a look. Like, and now I'm gonna drive with 3 wheels on my trailer, really slow, 56 miles towards the Canada border, because this is such bullshit. BCAA, CAA, AAA is a complete effing failure. This is the second time they pissed me off. I complained this year is free for me because last year they sent me a tow truck that already had a car on the truck, and he was trying to do a double load. So like essentially I'm a second class citizen. in the business. It's like, I'm calling for a tow truck. I'm your customer. You send the tow truck for me, not to go pick somebody else up first and then see if I can be dragged along the back. And guess what? They couldn't drag me on the back on this flat deck that already had a car that was doing a double load. Now, I understand the business trying to do a double load for one trip, but it's not BCAA. That's not my job as a customer. I'm not a second-class customer. I'm not expecting to be a second-class customer when I sign up with BCAA. When I call the tow truck, you send a tow truck within an hour, maybe 2 hours, to help me and do the job, not to see if we can do the job and then wait another 2 hours for another tow truck, another company. Like, I would have been better off calling the company. Always better off calling the company. Straight up. Not paying BCAA for nothing. Okay, here I am beside the road. So I took my temperature gun. The hub is around 88, the tire is around 99. And again, guys, this is what I'm dealing with. So what I did is I just took off a little bit of tension on the stabilizer, equalizer, which puts more weight on the hitch, less weight onto the back of the trailer, less weight onto the front of the truck. So I took off a lot, so more hitch weight, so it should be more of that weight will be on the hitch, off the trailer wheels. Well, I'm taking the back way, guys, trying to stay off the highway as I cruise with 3 wheels, and we got a fire, there's helicopters. I'm somewhere in Oak, Washington, just an hour from the Canadian border, but yeah. Look at the smoke, and the fire's over there. It's super windy. Somebody set a fire on a super windy day just to make it more difficult for everybody. Push their climate extremist agenda. So what I'm doing, guys, is every like 10 minutes I'm pulling over and taking my it's like an infrared measuring gun for temperature. Like you guys right now are 93. Wow, it's hot. So the tire, I compare it to the other side. So the hub is holding around 95 Fahrenheit. It's staying below 100 Fahrenheit, the actual center of the hub from the outside. The tire is around 125 Fahrenheit, so it's bumpy in here, 125 Fahrenheit, when the other tires are around 100 Fahrenheit. So it's running 25 Fahrenheit hotter. When you look online, they say, well, you know, 150 could be normal at high speed, highway speed, so I guess I'm still in the safe park. 200 is when you have a shit show. So anyways, that's what I'm doing. And I got, yeah, I got like 40 miles to go. Well, guys, I'm back in Canada on the BC side. So finally got the Canadian tow truck, guys. I made it to 56 miles. Tire was getting a little toasty, but managed to make it through it without balling it up. Yeah, so yeah, drove on the one wheel, guys. So that's how we did it, guys. We just backed it right on. Look at that. Hilarious. Brilliant, brilliant. That's a nice looking truck. The sun is dropping a bit behind a cloud. At the border, guys. Back into Canada. With a bang, with a bang. And back to Kelowna, and then I need to find a new axle for the trailer. I'm supposed to be in Calgary at the end of the month for the race, the Canadian race at Rocky Mountain Motorsport Park, but where am I gonna find a whole new axle, guys? They're like, you know, shipping for axles. That's like 2 weeks. I don't have 2 weeks. Irnieracing. That is a lot of tongue weight. Look at the super truss just bending. It's really taking a bend going on there. Tongue weight must be thousands. Okay, guys, we're separated. That's wild. Look at this thing. Crazy. Well, I guess I'll just back her up. You're pretty straight. Just want to guide me in. All right, it's on. Sweet. Oh yeah. Well, okay guys, that's the end of the trip. Oh, I'm just talking on my camera here. I document my whole trip. Trip's over, trailer's back here at the farm. And, yeah, I mean, it was successful in the sense that I enjoyed myself at the track. And I think now I got to figure out if I can make Calgary, of course. I got to find a new axle, new spindle on this old Dexter torsion axle. And if I don't make Calgary, then I got the next Wormra in Pacific, and the Ridge is in September. They're just at Pacific. The schedule for WMRA is just garbage for this year with just some Portland stuff. I mean, that's Omer stuff. So otherwise, yeah, maybe I'll just enjoy the summer boating, whatever. Cheers, guys.